12 steps to starting a successful business. From idea to income, what every first-time entrepreneur needs to know. Starting a business is not hard, it's confusing. Everyone says, just start. But start what? Even if you have an idea, where do you begin? You look at the long list of things to do, and suddenly it's overwhelming. You try a little of this, a little of that, burning out, working hard, yet seeing no money. Just take the leap, they say. Sure, if you've got a parachute. Otherwise, crash and burn. Follow your passion and the money will follow. Maybe, but if no one's buying, all you've got is a very expensive hobby. All you need is a great idea. Not true. Execution, timing, and distribution usually matter more than the idea itself. And the internet? A maze of confusing, contradictory, out-of-order advice. The truth about entrepreneurship. Here's the truth. Most new entrepreneurs don't fail because they're lazy. They fail because they skip steps or start in the wrong place. So, are you still guessing what to do first in your business? That guesswork? It's going to cost you big time. Your business won't thrive. You'll spend weeks or months figuring out what went wrong, then even more time trying to fix it. This isn't just business, it's life. Anything you do without a plan ends up wasted effort. Your plan is your parachute. Here's the reality. Every successful business follows the same 12 steps. These aren't optional. They're the core components that turn an idea into income. Along the way, you'll learn what works, ditch what doesn't, and fine-tune your approach for maximum results. No myths. No misconceptions. Just the raw truths most entrepreneurs won't tell you, but that every successful entrepreneur has figured out. So, grab your notepad because at NOBOSS, we create actionable content, not wishful thinking. Let's break down the 12 steps every entrepreneur needs to go from idea to income. The setup to win. The idea. Most first-time entrepreneurs fixate on a single product or service. Seasoned entrepreneurs? They turn that idea into a full business concept, an experience that keeps customers coming back and spending more, not just a one-off sale. Validate the idea, not your feelings. I love this product. It's a great idea. Everyone will buy it. Reality check. Passion doesn't equal demand. You need to know if people actually want what you're offering. You may think you have $1 million idea, but the market may cap out at $100,000. Now you're left feeling frustrated, confused, and burned out because you can't figure out how to level up. Winning in entrepreneurship isn't only about loving your idea. It's about spotting opportunities and satisfying real demand. The truth about business success. Create a family of solutions. Here's the secret many new businesses miss. Don't just sell one product, create a family of products and services. Once you know your audience and their pain points, build additional offerings to cover as many of their needs as possible. That's how you grow revenue and loyalty fast. Establish costs, prices, and profit. Profit is not optional. It's the lifeline of your business. Stop copying others' pricing. Calculate your costs, factor in your overhead, and set prices that make sense for your business. Business success isn't about how much money you can make, it's about how much you keep. And the only way to keep it is through profitability. The science of marketing. Know your competitors. Too many new entrepreneurs think, no one else has this, so I'm unique. Reality check. Customers are buying something like yours, whether it's a direct match or an alternative. A strong SWOT and competitor analysis includes both direct and indirect competitors, especially if your product is new or innovative. Why? Because studying your competitors tells you what message resonates with the target. If they say, we're the best, you need to say, we're even better, and here's why. That's how you differentiate, stand out, and win attention. How they connect is important as well. This exposes you to platforms and channels where your target market hangs out and also already tested for you by the competition. Marketing matters. Marketing is not optional. Whether you do it yourself, hire a freelancer, or use AI tools like ChatGPT, start laying the groundwork to connect with your customers now. Persuasion is at the heart of marketing. Feeling salesy or awkward about pricing? That's normal. The The trick is understanding the science of marketing, using messaging that adds value, solves problems, and motivates action. The more value you offer, the easier it is to sell, and the less uncomfortable it feels. Protect yourself and your business. Create a management plan. Visualize your business, its direct expenses, overhead, HR, assets, expenses, and delivery of your product or service. If necessary, think about your policies for order and returns, your quality control, how you will produce large orders, when to hire help, or what you might outsource. Thinking ahead will always save time and money too. Write it down. Clarity now prevents chaos later. Finalize your startup budget. Do some online window shopping and find out exactly how much money you need for the things you've listed. This total will tell you the true cost to start and sustain operations until your business starts generating sales. With NOBOSS Startup Budget, you get 3 tabs. Startup Budget, what you need to launch. Capital by source, where the money comes from and ownership stakes. Startup Period Calculator, how long until your business starts generating income. This is critical. Many new entrepreneurs run out of money early, not because the idea fails, but because they didn't plan for the gap between starting and consistent sales. Think like an entrepreneur. Capital, funding sources, partnership agreements. In addition to funding your startup, you need to know who is willing to invest in you, your partner contributions, and the percentage of ownership for each partner. Create a business model. Consistent sales don't come from luck. They come from thinking like an entrepreneur. Most new entrepreneurs think one-dimensionally. I have a product. I'll sell it to this one type of customer. But successful entrepreneurs look at the bigger picture. Sales can come from consumers, other businesses, organizations, partnerships, and collaborations. They create a business model canvas, which lays out how your business will build, grow, expand, and scale. It's about more than selling one product. It's about mapping all the ways to bring in revenue and keep sales consistent. Launch and execute. These aren't the same thing. Launch equals opening your doors, introducing yourself, making money. Execute equals putting strategies in place so your launch actually works. Execution comes first. Build your audience. Prime them. Get them ready so when you launch, they're waiting. A launch isn't just an announcement, it's a revenue event. Done right, you're making sales on day one. Track your business activity. What gets measured gets managed. Tracking your sales, finances, and activity shows what's working and what isn't. Ideally, you want to cut the waste. Double down on what wins. This is where passion meets proof. You may love your idea, but the numbers reveal what your customers actually value. Here's the danger of skipping this step. Plan A equals validate first, launch with confidence, then track and refine. Plan B equals throw it out there, see what sticks. If nobody wants it, there's nothing to track, just wasted time and money. Tracking ensures you don't just start, you improve, refine, and scale with intention. These are the 12 steps of success, from idea to income, that every new entrepreneur needs to know. The only thing left for you to do now is make it happen. So, what's your next step? Well, we realize that business covers a broad scope of skills and disciplines, and we won't leave you hanging. Choose the areas that you need help and click on the resources provided. Consume the content, make decisions, and complete each actionable step. Attached is an interactive checklist to help you stay organized. Thank you for watching. So if you like this content, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Congratulations, you have an exciting road ahead, but remember, success starts with you. NOBOSS just helps you get there.